Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius, if you don't know your Moon and Rising signs, check the link in the description box to alwaysastrology.com. That way you can learn your entire birth chart and get additional information through the week if you choose to. This is a general reading for Sagittarius for the week of February 13th until the 20th. Boy, is time sliding by, what? Using the Healing with the Angels Oracle for the 3-card central spread. I'll be using the bottom of the deck card for general energy for the week. I didn't last week, but turns out I actually prefer that, especially for a smaller spread. And then, as always, we'll be drawing an additional message card from each of the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Medicine Card Tarot. This is a general reading, Sagittarius, so whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I encourage you to apply these messages to, and I hope you find them helpful and healing. Links to the cards that I'm using are in the description box, as well as a link to my book and reasons why I do what I do. I will be uploading more content shortly beyond just your weekly readings, so stay tuned for that. Probably mid-July is when I'll be doing that. And I really look forward to connecting with you that way as well. So Sagittarius, I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. And I ask that Gaia please bless this reading for Sagittarius. So this is kind of cool in your central position. I believe, if I remember correctly, this was just as a qualifier card, and your last week's spread is the blessings card. So this is now in your central position. I think no matter what is going on in your life right now, Sagittarius, even if there are hurdles or upset, I think that you feel blessed. I think that you feel taken care of on a very deep, secure level. I don't think you worry about too much. However, if that's not the case for you and you are experiencing difficulties this week, I think there could be a call here in the central position blessings card to gain perspective, okay? Because Sagittarius, you have a lot to be grateful for, a lot to be thankful for, and I do think that you are living, if not a charmed life, certainly a blessed life at this time. I think you have a lot more to be grateful for and proud of and pleased with than you do to be upset with. Now, if that's just not the case and things are going horrible for you, I do regret that. Certainly, if there are messages in your rising or moon signs to help you through that, if that's the case, I hope that that helps as well. But again, with one of your additional cards here, I see abundance, and then I see next to blessings. Like, I'll have to double check, but I think that these were in opposite positions last week. So far, maybe not much is changing for you, Sagittarius, which is wonderful, right? You know, they say no news is good news. But yeah, so next to the blessings card, you have the card abundance. This is just really feeling kind of rich. Whatever rich means to you this week. It could very well be monetarily, it could be financial. But as we all know, there are so many different ways to feel rich and successful in the world. These can be through close relationships. This can be in health. This can be in academia. It can be in any type of personal study. That's a whole pile, so I'm going to keep going. Yeah, what was it? Okay, so feeling rich, exactly. Or just feeling prosperous, just feeling like if there are any concerns, if you do feel like, even if you do need to gain perspective this week, that I think you are going to feel that no matter what, it is an abundant universe. You are an abundant being, and you will be taken care of. Those needs will be met. Concerns will be solved. Problems will be removed. I think that's almost like an abundance of spirit. And I think too, if I were reading this for another sign, for example, that is ruled by different planets and different houses, right? Because all signs have, generally speaking, unless you're Mars or share a planet like Mercury. Mars and Mercury are both shared by 2 different signs. But you know what? You have your own planet, Sagittarius, and that's Jupiter. And it's like this since the dawn of time, since they've been writing about it, and it'll be like this until they write something different. They can prove something different, I guess. But it is the sign of expansion. Not only Sagittarius sign, but the planet Jupiter is the sign of the planet of expansion, the planet of higher learning, of religion. It's the planet of Dionysus. So relaxing, having fun, being jovial, that type of thing. It's also the critic, it's the skeptic, and it's the referee. So just some of the key words around your planet, Sagittarius. But generally speaking, I mean, if you're a referee or something, if you're a critic, you already have to be in a pretty comfortable position, right? To even have the time and the inclination to go about sort of, mulling over others' lives or world events, etc. So, I mean, you find yourself, most Sagittarians, or even Sagittarian ascendants, but certainly Sagittarius sun, moon, and rising, which is an ascendant, do feel this type of overall positive, outgoing, expansive energy. So it's a lovely place to start from. So Sagittarius, getting to your overall energy for the week is power. As I'll say for any zodiac sign, no matter where this winds up, this is usually a cautionary message, but not always. So we're looking at issues of power this week, power over and power with. Power with is saying, I'm going to share this with you, even though I'm a powerful being and I could have something on you or over you. But power over means the opposite. It means I am going to exploit this power. So just beware of power struggles or issues this week, Sagittarius. I just don't think there's anything to push here. If that's what's being presented to you, I would maybe walk from those situations or even laugh them off, as you may be in the habit of doing. But certainly if there are power struggles and you're the one exhibiting this, really watch that this isn't a power over someone else, okay? We don't want to abuse power. And then let's look at these one by one here. So some of the main things that I'm going to get you to contemplate this week, if you find it helpful as your cards are laid out, are terms such as power, blessings, abundance, and body care. Okay, so one by one here, like I said, we have blessings. I will go back and double check, but I'm pretty certain this showed up in your reading last week. You're not going to feel like you're bereft of anything. Like I said, if you are, it could be self-made, self-induced, or it could be very, temporary. Okay? If there's anything that is upsetting or creating a hurdle, it's going to be temporary. I just don't think you're going to have time to make an issue out of it, because you're going to remember how fortunate and lucky you are. You come from a place of higher perspective, Sagittarius, already, and you're already able to see and feel and act within a sense of abundance already. So, and this is simply, when you see abundance and blessings together, necessarily, you're seeing someone who has an appreciation. There's an appreciation of this already, okay? However, if that is what's lacking this week and you needed to hear this, please recall that you are, I would even say unusually fortunate, Sagittarius. So please remember this. If this is about a health issue, we are looking at body care here. This always draws directly to the body, not necessarily sexual body care and behavior, but because we are dealing with issues of power here and blessings and abundance, just beware that no matter how this body care issue is playing out, that you take care of it straight away. I just don't think this is something that should be put off. On the other hand, if you are taking care of issues around body care, this week is the week to do it, and this week is the week to remember to stay positive about whatever is occurring, particularly if it is ongoing. If there's an ongoing issue here, please try to stay positive, and remember that there are so many other things to feel blessed and abundant about. However, if this is new to you, this will be the week where you have to remember, perhaps in the first time in a long time, Sagittarius, try not to get upset over this. Try not to let it drag you down. There's just too much to be grateful for and too much to be thankful for. But in saying that, don't let it ride. Don't put it off. Don't take it for granted, okay? Don't take good health for granted, particularly this week. Something is vying for your attention with regard to body care, and it's important to pay attention to that. Because, listen, one of the, outside of the Jupiter influence, for example, what all human beings need in order to get to any, what we call next level anything, is your health. And this includes mental health care, okay? This is a body care card. But look, I'm going to read mental health into that, organ care, dental health, any externalities, anything having to do with the body, okay? Body and mind. So we have the card Between Two Worlds. This is something where you're just straddling something. You're about to close the door on something, but not ready or willing to walk into the next stage of this process. Now, this is up to you to figure out why and when you're ready to do this. However, if the only thing that's holding you up is that you don't think you have what it takes to get to the next level or be what you need to be in that next frame or scene or stage or chapter, if you will, of your life, please be assured that you are, okay? There's literally no reason for concern here at all. I think what might be holding you up between these two worlds, so to speak, is an unwillingness to let go, right? And that's habits, could even be peer groups, some sense of comfort, some sense of it's always been this way, so to speak. You could be hanging on for dear life here with the overall energy for the week with the power card here, and then creating conflict because of this unwillingness to walk into the next world. So you have everything you need here. You have everything you need. You have everything it takes. So perhaps don't put it off. Really take a look at this week and make up your mind about it. With the Raven card here, with its keyword being magic, you might even feel like you're out of sorts, you're out of your element. I only say this because Sagittarius being the skeptic sign, the intellectual, the referee, higher learning, etc. You're not really going to be attached to too much, and you might be feeling like there's an overall something you can't put your finger on. This is like the opposite of intellectualism, not that you don't have to be or that you can't be an intellectual magician, so to speak, but you might be feeling like there's something that is creating a power that you can't put your finger on, you're not even entirely comfortable with, you don't really know what to do with, and perhaps this is what is holding up the closing of the one door and opening up another. You just feel like out of sorts. It's something really that new to you, but trust that the abundance, the blessings are already within you. You do have a great deal of emotional fortitude. You're a very strong personality, and you have the power, the healing power of levity. So if things get trying this week, or if things look like they're not really moving and you're sort of stuck, remember to keep a sense of humor, trust that you are abundant, you're living an abundant life, things will work out for the best for you like they always seem to do, and take care of any upcoming or present body care issues immediately. Don't put anything off. So Sagittarius, I hope that that was appealing to you and that you enjoyed it. It was healing on some level. If you have a moment, sound off below. Let me know how your week plays out. And be sure to subscribe. I upload a video for your sign every week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care until then. Bye for now.